Hello there, Capricorn. It's so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are going to be doing your May 2022 Tarot Love Reading. So we'll take a look at the overall energies in your romantic love life, and then we'll move to the Tarot to take a look at some more details or advice that Spirit might have for you. And I always do appreciate all of your support with liking, commenting, subscribing. I really do appreciate your support. Okay, so let's take a look at your overall energy for this month. Milk and honey. You know, this is the Ten of Cups. Things finally coming to you after perhaps a long time of waiting. It's a lovely energy. You know, the Ten of Cups is, the Nine of Cups is when you wish and your wishes are granted. Ten of Cups is even more than that, right? It's like getting more than you even expected. And this is for your romantic love life. So let's take a look at your soulmate card and see what we have here. So we have karmic partner, unawakened, and journal with fear on the bottom. Okay, so here's the message. Capricorn, there is a true love trying to come into your life. And this is a love in a lot of different ways. It is romantic love, but it's also this sense of your life coming into, finally having everything that you want. It's the whole shebang. It's not just romantic love. It's loving yourself. It's loving your job. It's loving your life. Totally. And what's blocking it is fear. And let's keep in mind, when we are in a mindset of fear, then there's no room for love. And when you're in a mindset of love, then there's no room for fear. So whenever you're having fearful thoughts, the thing to do is to try to reframe whatever you're fearful of and put it into a more loving stance. So if you are fearful and saying things such as, I'll never find a true love, love is not meant for me, some of those negative patterns of thinking, then turning it around saying, true love is on its way to me. I deserve a true love. Those types of things, because here we have karmic partner and unawakened. I feel like this is somebody that you have dealt with in the past, and because of that, you are fearful of attracting in a true love because you may have felt like this person in the past was your true love. When we go through that, then sometimes what happens is we get into that situation where we don't want to we lose trust in ourselves. We lose trust in the universe. And so, one of the suggestions here is to journal. And it says on there, write, process, contemplate, understand your sacred journey. By journaling, you can take a look at past relationships that did not work out, that could have been a karmic partner. These usually have very painful endings. Somebody comes into your life, a karmic partner comes in to help you awaken and perhaps help them awaken. And then they leave, and it's usually very painful. But it's to help open you up to some soul growth, some soul evolution. And as difficult as that is, it helps to lead you to a true romantic partner, somebody that cherishes you, that appreciates everything about you. And so part of that can be journaling, is going back and looking at this situation. Why did you allow this person into your life? What patterns can you see in your romantic relationships or even in your relationships in general? Because a lot of times our romantic relationships also are very similar to the other relationships that we have in our life, family, friends, and even coworkers. So let's see what we have here for your romantic angels. Let's see, because I feel like the message I'm getting is that you are starting to balance out this fear, because underneath that, you have balance, hidden path, and fresh start. I feel like you're really stepping into a new path. Like you've taken the time to look at these past situations or one specific past situation and you're trying to yeah, oh, this is nice. Oh, very nice. Let go of control issues. Okay, so this card sometimes comes out when we don't trust ourselves. Sometimes what we try to do is to control the situation, because that's our fear, that's our ego stepping in, trying to control the situation so that we don't get our hearts broken again. But this is an indication. Look, it is safe to love again. And this is the universe coming in to say, listen, you went through this situation. You learned the lessons, right? So now it's about turning your energy into opening your heart again, into understanding just how worthy you are of a true love, and taking the steps to do the healing that needs to still maybe be done. And then we have honeymoon, because it's this essence of enjoying the joy that you have in front of you. Somebody that is going to truly cherish who you are. Okay, so let's go to the tarot and get some more details. What a lovely start this is, because I feel like you have been working on this, and especially in the area of self-worth. You've been doing this for some time, and I feel like you're finally hitting the pot of gold at the end of a rainbow, right? So let's see. Present energy. Yeah, obstacle. Yeah, very nice. Taking steps. So taking those baby steps, understanding that, even when you take a small step and you go out, maybe it's just coffee, right? Maybe it's, maybe it's a drink, or maybe it's lunch. You don't want to commit too much to that first date. And then that goes well, and then you take the next step, so maybe it's coffee the first day, lunch the next day, dinner the next day. You're realizing that you can take baby steps. You don't have to go out for coffee and then go straight to the honeymoon, right? And because you understand that you can take small baby steps, it helps you to build your trust with yourself and with the person that you're dealing with. Getting to know them a little bit, at a time, instead of trying to, race through the dating process. So in your present energy, you have higher self. See, I feel like you're being called to listen to your heart. You see how the heart is really highlighted there? Listen to your heart instead of the fear. Understand that when you listen to your heart and you listen to your spirit guides and your angels, you check in with your intuition, that you can trust yourself. To make the decisions, to see the red flags if there are any. Yes, here we have a 9 of Swords on the bottom. There's that fear, right? Sleepless nights, not sure what I want. For some of you, you may not even know what it is that you want in a romantic partner. It's about taking that time, checking in with yourself. What is it that you would like in a romantic partner? What is it that you want from a relationship? What is it that you're willing to give in a relationship? What are your core values? And what type of person do you need to, be open to meeting in order to have someone that's in the same alignment with your core values? Yeah, Knight of Pentacles on the bottom. Hermit energy. You could be dealing with a Virgo, but you don't have to be. But the Knight of Pentacles is this nice energy of it's moving slowly, but it's building a strong foundation. Yeah. 6 of Wands, victory there. So in your present energy, you have the higher self and you have the Knight of Pentacles. Taking your time. Taking your time. We between the taking steps card, the baby steps, I'm going to call that the baby steps. You have this energy of really checking in with your intuition and going really slow in whatever kind of relationship you may be bringing in at this time. Because there's this sense of going slow so that you can have confidence in yourself as well as confidence in the person that you are dealing with. Understanding that if somebody wants to rush you, that's probably not the person you want to be with, right? Because in the past, you've had a lot of conflict when it comes to romantic relationships. You may have had a lot of conflict in all of your relationships, because remember, your romantic relationships a lot of times mirror your other relationships. So you could have had a lot of drama. This is like my drama card, and this is backstabbing or betrayal. So when you have this still in your energy field, okay, this is your present energy, you're still concerned about it, even if you have healed from a lot of it. You have, kind of moved on from a relationship that had a lot of this in it. At the same time, it's still in your energy field. And so it's time to decide. It's time to decide. Are you going to be in a mindset of thinking that love only is, full of drama and betrayal? Or are you going to change your mindset? It's just changing your mindset that love is loving, that you have a lot of love to share with somebody else, and that there's somebody out there that wants to share their love with you. Really nice energy, Capricorn. So let's go to your area of resistance or your obstacle. Okay, so your obstacle is letting go. You're having a hard time still holding on to something. So let's check that out and see what it is that you need to let go of at this time. Yep. Chariot on the bottom. Could be dealing with a Cancer. We have the Emperor here. That's Aries energy. It doesn't have to be one of those signs. But here's the thing. The Emperor stands for controlling. And you had the card, let go of control issues. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, Five of Cups. Yeah, that sadness of the past is still lingering here. So the energy that you need to help, release. This is what is blocking this Ten of Cups from coming in. Something about controlling, letting go of, being a little bit, I'm going to say the Emperor is a little stoic too, right? And not very playful, has the guard up. Feels like that they can do everything on their own, right? Is somebody that is really concerned with their finances. And sometimes when we're highly concerned about our finances, it's because we feel like other people may betray us, okay? Our finances are very linked to our self-worth. And so there's this energy here of trying to control not only your own environment, but anybody that may be wanting to come into your energy field. So that, there's this energy of not wanting, the Emperor wants to be, let's say the top dog in the relationship, the one that's kind of like setting the rules and the boundaries. There is something to setting healthy boundaries, right? And that is something maybe you have been working on, especially if you've been in relationships that have had this type of energy. But there also is a fine line between having healthy boundaries and just having boundaries, complete boundaries. Nobody's getting in. It's kind of like the Emperor. They're saying like the Emperor has put down the drawbridge, or pulled up the drawbridge, is like, no, nobody's getting in. The problem with that is that, especially even if you're not truly looking for a romantic love at this time, it also blocks all kinds of other love. And it also blocks your own love of yourself, because when we close up our heart, just like, the Emperor might close up the drawbridge and seal in the castle, right? When we do that, it's really hard to even love ourselves, because it's like everything is on high alert. It's like, no, nobody's going to get in. So there's this energy of not even knowing what it is that you want for yourself, not even knowing what you want to wish for with the Nine of Cups, being in an energy of not being sure of what it is that you want, or if you even have kind of the right to wish for something. This could be, you could be in, a position where you're kind of like, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm never going to get my 9 of Cups. I'm never going to get my 10 of Cups. So I'm not even going to wish for it. It's this energy of wanting a fresh start, and yet at the same time being fearful that if you step onto a new path and you open yourself up to new love, that at the same time you'll lose control over the relationship. And so there's this fine balance, right? There has to be a little bit of give and take. And I feel like that is why this energy is here, of taking baby steps, of not worrying about rushing into a relationship super fast, of understanding, giving yourself permission to step onto a new path of love, and just, having healthy boundaries, knowing that you can go as quickly as you want to. Because with the Chariot card underneath here, I feel like you kind of feel as if if you got into a relationship, they would want to rush the relationship, and you don't want to rush it. And so that's, that leads us to your advice, the status quo. Understanding that you can decide what you want as the status quo. Interesting. So let's see what transformation, conflict. Yeah, conflict on the bottom. The conflict is still coming in. I feel like you're really, yeah, 2 of Cups. See, it's there. It's there, Capricorn. The love is wanting to come in. I feel like somebody is going to come in and kind of inspire you. This is a person that is truly ready to settle down, is financially secure with the King of Pentacles, very grounded. And yet at the same time, I think they're kind of like inspiring you to step back out into the voyage of love, of looking at the truth of what love is, of what it is that you want in love. Because, it's hard to manifest. It's hard to attract what we want when we can't even put our finger on what it is that we're truly wishing for, right? And a lot of times, we'll say, oh, I really want somebody, that has a lot of money or has a stable job or something like that. But there's more to it than that when you come to a relationship. There's qualities about the person, not just the tangible goods that they bring, but the qualities that they bring. Honesty, integrity, compassion, kindness. It's those other qualities in a person that you're really trying to manifest. And right now I feel like you still are a little bit, almost like super focused on making sure that the person is financially stable. And that comes back, to your energy of being a little bit guarded here, right? Of being a little bit guarded. So one of the questions to ask is, in the past, did you have somebody that you feel took advantage of you, perhaps financially, right? They took advantage of you. And so you're trying to protect yourself from that. When you step into the truth of understanding what it is that you want out of the relationship, besides just financial security, that is when you are going to transform. It's about taking a look at what you think is really important in a relationship and then going deeper. Really taking a look at it. I feel like in the past, there could have been more of a focus on finances when you are looking at romantic partners. And now there's like a transformation, like understanding, okay, there's more to them than maybe their professional resume. There's more that I want. And I feel as if you may have had, we have this karmic partner here. This person could have either had a lot of money, okay, and then you became, almost like felt like that was a good thing, right? You really enjoyed that lifestyle. Or you could have had somebody that took advantage of you financially. And so there's this energy of being fearful about around money. And remember, money also is related to how you feel, if you feel worthy about yourself. So let's see what this commitment, because the lovely thing here is that the outcome is the commitment. Taking a good look at what it is that you're trying to manifest in a romantic partner, and then looking at that and manifesting it, wishing upon the star, believing that that can come true, helps to bring this in. Yeah, Ten of Swords, ending something from the past. Yeah, ending, okay, there's the Knight of Wands. I feel like ending a cycle of players or people that are taking advantage of you. And the reason that, just take a look at this, Capricorn. It won't resonate with everybody, but if you're seeing a pattern in your past romantic relationships, or even in your romantic relationships and other relationships, and it has something to do with, strength is on the bottom, has something to do with conflict, and especially conflict around money, or around how somebody, your worthiness, or how you felt worthy within a relationship. So if you felt like, the people you were dealing with were emperors and you felt like you were just a page or something, right? Then you may have had this conflict going on within you, this mental conflict of, that you weren't really worthy of that person. So you may have overgiven. That's a toxic relationship. That's codependent. When you feel like you're not worthy enough for the person, and then you overgive. Or the other scenario is that you attract people that are not as financially secure as you. And then they take advantage of your financial stability. They may steal money from you or just take advantage of your generosity to the point where that's also toxic. So it's coming into this idea that, when you are set in your ways about what it is that you want, okay? And once again, I feel like there was something about unbalanced relationships in the past. You're coming into an idea of, the way that I can be happy in my committed relationships is when I seek out things that are balanced. It's about ending, it's about bringing in the ending of being fearful, of not being able to decide what it is that you truly want in a relationship. You're ending the belief that your romantic relationship has to be either financially secure or is somebody that isn't as financially secure as you so that they'll stick around for a while. There's something to do with like money, your worthiness, and your relationships. It's coming to an end. You're finally kind of seeing that there's more to a person than how much money or how much financial stability they have. And balancing that out, finding this nice balance between what somebody has in the 3D, because that is somewhat important, right? What somebody has in the 3D with also their personal traits and how they are like morally, ethically, spiritually, mentally, right? Instead of just looking at what they own, it's like looking at the whole package. And it's really kind of interesting because I think what you're doing is starting to also take a look at your whole package. Remember, we attract what we are. So when you are the whole package, one of the things they say is to sit down and, write out all the traits of somebody that you would like to have as a romantic partner and then become that, right? Because a lot of times You know, we say you want somebody that's honest, right? And then you tend to tell a lot of white lies. I'm just picking something, Capricorn. I'm not saying you're a liar. But the thing is that in order to attract what you want, you also have to be that. So it's really kind of interesting when you think of it that way. And I think that that's kind of the message here. So let's see. How can I infuse more self-love and compassion into my daily life? So the self-love and the compassion come back to your self-worth. When you treat yourself the way that you want a romantic partner to treat you, right? That is exactly when you will attract the person that will treat you the way you want to be treated. So let's see what it says. If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. Choose one self-care action today. I'll read a few of these. Meditate and listen to your heart. Speak to yourself with compassion. Focus on your strengths. Let go of what you cannot control. Stay away from drama and negativity, and ask for help and allow it. Yeah, there's an energy here of, that negativity and control keeps coming out. Taking a look at what you may be trying to control in your own life, will only attract people that are controlling in that area. Really interesting. I had a really good friend, and she had a eating disorder, okay? And she attracted people that actually almost supported her eating disorder until she got the help that she needed. And so I feel like that is one of the things. If you identify yourself with something, okay, as a controlling person, or you may just feel like you like to be in charge, or, you're based mostly on finances or something like that. That's exactly what you're going to attract. And so it's one thing to, we say opposites attract. It's also about attracting what you are. So really interesting energy there. Okay, your Lover's Oracle card. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. Yeah, it's getting in touch with your heart. Why are you feeling the way that you are? What is it? How is it that you would like to feel? And then trying to reframe any of your fearful energy into what it is that you would like to become, what you would like to attract. Really interesting message, because I think a lot of times we lose track of that. That we really do attract what we are. So a lot of times you can take a look at the people in your life, and they're kind of like mirrors to, what we are, whether we like that or not, right? Sometimes that's a good indication of the people that we need to say goodbye to in our life. If there's somebody that's like super negative, and when we're with them, we feel we become more negative, or vice versa, that might be a person you want to spend less time with, or even eliminate from, your friend circle or whatever. However that works in your life. But that is a good thing to think about. So anyway, yeah, just a really nice reading here, Capricorn. And I do personal readings if you're interested. The link is in the description box below. And I do wish you so much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.